Hello, new and inspiring cleaning business owners. You have questions, I have answers. Let's get into it. Thank you for sharing your great experience. Is franchise to start a cleaning business a good idea? By the way, if you have any questions, leave in the comments below. So let's get into this question. Is it good to start with a franchise starting? And be very honest with you, I do not have all the verbiage in regards to franchise. I've never looked into it. Wasn't interested in franchising. I didn't have a startup cost of over $10,000, X amount of $1,000 to invest in a business. And I was willing to invest my own money as I get into the business myself. Regarding my experience and what I've heard about franchise, the pros and cons. Your pros is this is already established brand name, and the franchisee can support you in regards to the processes, how to hire, and how to find clients. Like, they will have some kind of possibly in-house coach or support system, or already a package to kind of help you with. Plus you are using a name that people are or should already know, okay, which will help you in that advantage. Now the cons is that you do have franchise fees. You have to pay these people essentially your own business, but they have some kind of ownership. Like, you have to still report to them depending on the franchise processes or obligation that you may have with them, as well as these people providing you leads. They do take a cut out of the leads. Also, some people think that if you're buying a franchise that you don't have to learn the skills it takes to run a business. You have a franchise, you're still the owner, you still have to manage a team, you still have to build the skills to still establish your franchise. You still have to build up a clientele, you still have to build up a team, you still have to run your accounting, you still have to do that and have your hands on. I prefer to have everything myself, full ownership on everything I do. Is it difficult? Well, if you are someone who doesn't want to build up an entrepreneur mindset to do so, it's going to be. Starting anything is difficult, and if you've never done something before, you still have to learn it. So might as well learn it for yourself and put your all into it. Again, the difference between doing it yourself and not starting with a franchise is no one knows you. You don't have a name that already has a brand backed by them. And you still have to pay for marketing, and there's ways where you still have to pay for a cut and ads and all that stuff. But once you have the hang of it, you build those skills in marketing and sales and knowing how to establish your brand and your awareness, and you're having that entrepreneurship ownership of your business. In the long run, you do win, because you don't have to constantly pay a franchise fee. You don't have to deal with a head office. You're the head office. You establish that for yourself, and you build a team that makes sense for you. So you have that luxury. So if I were to start over again, would I ever considered a franchise? No, absolutely not. I prefer to build myself. I just hope that you make this decision not thinking that it's going to be easier having a franchise. You still have to have some kind of ownership and build up. With a franchise, there are pros and cons. So I highly recommend to do a little bit more research on what that looks like for you. And it's a risk whether you go with a franchise or you start from scratch. All right, thank you so much. Be sure to comment down below if your feedback on whether you will start with a franchise or not, or any questions I could possibly answer in my next video.